this is Ling Chi, brush painting for beginners from Oriental Art Supply. And today we're going to do Camellia. Is one of the beginner's flower. Has very clearly 5 petals. And the first we're doing the ink version. So bass bottle ink. And some glue water, and then 2 brushes, the large flow and happy dot.
What's the paper that you're using?
The paper I'm using is the Double Shen AO. It's aged paper, easy to control the moisture. Shows the color and the ink value very well. And then that's my large flow. And then I'm going to go with my happy dot to make to do the center of the flower, so I can guide the rest of the petals to the center. And then I will do the happy dot around it. So I'm tilting the ink dish so I don't have too much ink on my tip. And then I'm going to do the pollen like a oval shape. It doesn't connect with every stem that I did. So this way it's not so symmetric. And then I'm going to do the side petal. And then the centered petal will be darker. So this one, I finished my flower. And then there's a calyx to hold the flower to the stem. So Then I'm using my large float to do the leaves. Then the left leaf is a little darker, so I'm using more ink. So make sure you don't load your ink too deep on the brush, so you still have the value of the clear water section to make it more transparent. Like this too. And then I'm going to do the stem. So then I'm using a branch to hold this one in from the center to the main trunk. And then this one to the side of the trunk. You can see that I don't parallel it together, so I zigzagged away. So this finished my ink portion of the Camellia. And then the color I'm using is the bright light. I have carmine and rouge as the flower, and I have yellow and indigo to make my green, and then I have indigo. These two are for the leaves, and then I have burnt sienna for the trunk, and then I have vermilion and white and yellow for the center, and then I also have a white all by itself. From time to time I will mix it with the color to make the color look smoother. So I also have some glue water here to make sure that my color come out nice and smooth and easy to control the moisture. So the first color I'm going to use is Camellia. Carmine, sorry, for the Camellia petal. And this is the side petal to make a the flower base. And then the center of flower, I'm using the happy dot. So this is white and yellow. And then the top, the pollen, I'm using vermilion. So I'm not making each stem connected with the dots. So like I'm making a oval shape of dots. So give me a more symmetric. Okay, and then I'm back to the top flower petal. They are all coming back to meet this center. So loaded carmine first and rouge and carmine. So we'll make a darker color. So I'm brush these stroke to the center toward the petal. Carmine again with the rouge. So then I finish my flowers. Okay, and then I'm going to do the lighter green for the calyx. So I'm using happy dot. So I have a little yellow here with the white, and then the green I mix. So this, I will hold the flower here. And now I'm back with my brush, large flow brush, to do the leaves. And I'm going to use a little bit of this yellow to make a lighter leaves. And then tip with the green. So I have a little bit left over red on the brush. Make it an interesting leaf. So I'm loading again side the yellow and white with the green. And then a little bit dark indigo to make it interesting, to connect this two. And then on this side, it's going to be a darker leaf. So I'm having green, indigo mix, and then with a little ink. indigo green, and okay, and then connect it with this. Now where's my brush off? And then I'm using a little green loaded with brown, burnt sienna. Make sure it's mixed well. Connected the flower with the leaves. Okay, and then this center of the leaves is going to connect it with this trunk. And then these leaves, it's going to connect it with this. And now I finished my colored camellia. Hope you have fun with it. This is a beginner subject. Everybody can learn how to do it. And happy painting. See you next time.